Have you ever felt like you're working out, eating better, doing everything right, but you're still not seeing the results you want? Or maybe you're stuck in that frustrating cycle where you start strong, fall off after a few weeks, and then feel like you're back at square one again. You're not lazy. You're not broken. The truth is, most people miss at least one of the essentials that make fitness progress not just possible, but inevitable. By the end of this video, you're going to know the 7 essentials that almost every successful person follows to reach their fitness goals, no matter their age, experience, or starting point. And I'll be honest, if you skip even one of these, your results could stall, plateau, or vanish entirely. So don't just watch casually. Take notes. Make sure you implement all 7. Progressive overload. The non-negotiable catalyst at the very core of muscle growth lies the principle of progressive overload. Your muscles adapt to the demands placed upon them. To continue growing, you must continually increase that demand over time. This is the fundamental stimulus for hypertrophy. Progressive overload isn't solely about adding more weight to the bar, though that is a primary method. It encompasses a variety of strategies to challenge your muscles beyond their current capacity. Think of it as a constant negotiation with your body, always pushing for a little more. One common application is increasing the weight. Lifted while maintaining proper form. If you bench press 225 pounds for 5 repetitions this week, aiming for 230 pounds next week, or 225 pounds for 6 repetitions, exemplifies this. Small, consistent increases accumulate significantly over months and years. Another effective method is increasing the number of repetitions performed with a given weight. If you can comfortably perform 10 reps with a certain dumbbell, strive for 11 or 12 reps in your next session. This extends the time under tension and forces greater adaptation. Reducing rest times between sets can also serve as a form of progressive overload. By shortening your recovery periods, you increase the metabolic stress on the muscle, prompting it to adapt to higher levels of fatigue. This can be particularly effective for building muscular endurance and density, improving exercise. Technique and range of motion also contributes to progressive overload. A deeper squat or a stricter pull-up places greater stress on the target muscles, even if the weight remains the same. This ensures you're fully engaging the muscle through its entire contractile range. Optimal protein intake. The building blocks of muscle tissue is primarily composed of protein. Therefore, providing your body with an adequate supply of high-quality protein is absolutely essential for muscle repair and growth. Without sufficient protein, your body cannot effectively rebuild and strengthen muscle fibers. Damage during training. The general recommendation for muscle building typically ranges from 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. For a 200-pound individual, this translates to roughly 145 to 200 grams of protein daily. This range ensures ample amino acids are available for synthesis. Distributing your protein intake throughout the day is also crucial. Aim for 20 to 40 grams of protein per meal, consumed every 3 to 4 hours. This steady supply optimizes muscle protein synthesis, preventing periods where your body might resort to breaking down muscle for energy. Sources of protein matter significantly. Prioritize complete proteins that contain all 9 essential amino acids. Excellent examples include lean meats like chicken breast, beef, and fish, as well as eggs, dairy products, and whey protein supplements. Remember, protein is not just for building new muscle. It's also vital for preserving existing muscle mass, especially during periods of caloric deficit. Make protein the cornerstone of your nutritional strategy for maximal muscularity. Sufficient caloric surplus, fueling growth to build muscle. Body requires energy beyond what it needs for daily maintenance and activity. This means consuming a caloric surplus. Without enough calories, your body will struggle to synthesize new muscle tissue. Regardless of how hard you train or how much protein you consume, calculating your maintenance calories is the first step. This can be estimated using online calculators, or by tracking your food intake and body weight over a few weeks. Once you have a baseline, add the surplus to determine your target daily caloric intake. Focus on nutrient-dense foods to fill your caloric needs. While a surplus is necessary, it doesn't mean a license to eat junk food. Prioritize whole foods like complex carbohydrates, healthy fats, and lean proteins. These provide the micronutrients and fiber essential for overall health and performance. Complex carbohydrates such as oats, rice, potatoes, and whole grains are your primary energy source for intense workouts and muscle recovery. They replenish glycogen stores, which are crucial for sustained performance and preventing muscle breakdown. Monitor your body composition regularly. If you're gaining too much fat, slightly reduce your caloric surplus. If muscle growth is stagnant, consider a small increase. This iterative process ensures you're optimizing for muscle gain with minimal fat accumulation. Remember, muscle building is an energy-intensive process. Provide your body with the necessary fuel, and it will reward you with increased size and strength, adequate recovery, and sleep. The unsung hero training breaks down muscle. Recovery builds it back stronger. This fundamental truth is often overlooked in the pursuit of more intense workouts. Without adequate rest and recovery, your body simply cannot adapt and grow. Sleep is arguably the most critical component of recovery. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, which is vital for muscle repair and regeneration. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. Consistent, uninterrupted sleep is paramount for maximizing your gains. Lack of sleep elevates cortisol levels, a catabolic hormone that can break down muscle tissue. It also impairs cognitive function and energy levels, negatively impacting your training performance. Prioritize sleep as much as you prioritize your workouts. Embrace recovery as an integral part of your training program. It's not just downtime, it's growth time. Consistent training and patience. The long game muscle building is a marathon, not a sprint. Consistency in your training efforts over extended periods is far more important than sporadic bursts of intense activity. True muscularity is built through years of dedicated, disciplined effort. Showing up to the gym consistently, week after week, month after month, is the bedrock of progress. Even on days when motivation is low, adhering to your schedule ensures continuous stimulus for growth. Small, consistent actions compound into significant results over time. Patience is a virtue in bodybuilding. Muscle growth is a slow process, especially for natural athletes. You won't see dramatic changes overnight, or even in a few weeks. Expect to gain perhaps 0.5 to 1 pound of lean muscle per month as an intermediate lifter. Resist the urge to constantly switch programs or chase the latest fad. Find a well-structured program that aligns with your goals and stick with it for a sufficient period, typically 8 to 12 weeks before making significant changes. This allows your body to adapt and respond to the stimulus. Celebrate small victories and track your progress diligently. Seeing your strength increase, your reps improve, or your body composition slowly change provides the motivation to stay consistent. Progress photos, lifting logs, and body measurements are invaluable tools. Understand that plateaus are a natural part of the journey. When you hit a plateau, it's not a sign of failure, but an opportunity to reassess your approach. This is where intelligent application of progressive overload, deload weeks, or minor program adjustments come into play. Proper exercise selection and form, quality over quantity compound exercises, such as squats, deadlifts, bench presses, overhead presses, and rows, should form the foundation of your training. These movements engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously, allowing you to lift heavier weights and stimulate a greater overall anabolic response. While isolation exercises have their place for targeting specific muscles or addressing weaknesses, they should complement, not replace, your compound lifts. Prioritize movements that provide the most bang for your buck in terms of muscle activation and systemic stress. Mind-muscle connection. The internal focus, the mind-muscle connection, refers to your ability to consciously engage and feel the target muscle working during an exercise. This internal focus can significantly enhance muscle activation and, consequently, muscle growth. It's about training smarter, not just harder. When performing a bicep curl, for example, Instead of just moving the weight from point A to point A, B. Actively think about squeezing your biceps at the top of the movement and feeling the stretch at the bottom. This conscious effort directs neural drive to the specific muscle. Visualize the muscle working. Before you even begin a set, picture the muscle contracting and expanding. This mental rehearsal can prime your nervous system for better activation. Conclusion. The holistic approach to hypertrophy building a truly muscular physique is a multifaceted endeavor that extends far beyond simply lifting weights. It requires a holistic approach, integrating intelligent training, precise nutrition, dedicated recovery, and a resilient mindset. By diligently applying these foundational truths, you will not only build an impressive physique, but also cultivate discipline, resilience, and a deeper understanding of your body's incredible capacity for adaptation. Your commitment to these principles will be the ultimate determinant of your success. Go forth and build. Click and subscribe to my channel for more fitness tips.